Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I want to show you how I made this gorgeous looking boho braids and cornrows. Anyways, I started with the back. The hair was relaxed and it made it easy for me to make this hairstyle. So I did box braid at the back, knotless braid actually at the back, and with the help of styling gel, echo styling gel precisely, the hair came out looking really sleek, like sleek. So if this is something you like to see, or if something you like to know how I was able to achieve, why don't you stick around? So hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nelly and I'm the MD, the manager and the CEO of this channel. If you're new here, hi, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get notified whenever I upload a video. To my returning subscribers, welcome back again. So I want to walk you through the process of how I made this hair. Like I said earlier, I made box braid, knotless braid at the back, and I put the boho braids as much as I could. Like I wanted the boho to be visible. Although my client said she didn't want the hair to be very full. So I said, okay, even if you don't want the hair to be very full, do you want the boho to be like almost everywhere on each braid? She said, just do your thing as far as the hair is not too full. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So initially when I started the back, I was taking very tiny pieces of the boho strands. And then you know how you're making hair and you're watching your extension and making sure that you don't run out of extension at the end of the day. So whilst I was progressing on the hair, I was watching my boho extension, and then I noticed that even if I increase the sizes of the boho, it will still be enough. And then I told her to increase it, and then we progressed. We kept on making the hair, and I was pleased with what I was doing. You know the satisfaction that comes with doing something and you know you are giving it your best shot. That was exactly how I was feeling. And then I progressed with the hair, made braids upon braids, boho upon boho. And one thing I would like to tell you is that if you are making knotless braids, when you section the hair, the portion of the hair that you want to braid, after sectioning it, and you make your first braid, like you braid the hair without the extension, your first extension that you'll be adding shouldn't be big. I wasn't too conscious about how I was putting the extension because it's at the back. Who's going to open the hair of the client to see how I added the extension? I know that anyhow I added the extension, it was going to come out looking nice. So I made the braids tight as much as I could, and then I was adding the extension. So when you add your extension after braiding the natural hair and you add the extension, try as much as possible not to use a bulky extension. Like don't use too much on your first extension that you be adding to the hair. The first extension you be adding to the hair should be small, like it shouldn't be big. Then as you progress, you can increase the size of the extension that you are taking on the hair. I don't know if I'm making sense, but you should understand what I'm saying. So when you do that, your knotless braid will come out looking like knotless braids, because there are some knotless braids that end up looking like like braids that they braided with extension, like starting the braids with extension. So when I finished the back of the hair, I said, okay, we are nearly done, because one thing about this hairstyle, once you're done with the back, the front part shouldn't take as much time as the back part took. So I added boho braids as much as possible, like I said. Then I proceeded to the front part. This front part gave me joy. It gave me joy because I like to do my cornrows. You get me? So I started my cornrows. I was going row by row, and then this lady showed me the hairstyle that she wanted. So I said, okay, since this is what you want, I'm going to give you exactly what it is, because I don't want to alter or change anything on the style. because I want to, when you go on other social media platforms and you see some hair that they put on ring lights and the hair is looking really popping, you be like, how did they do this hair? I didn't have ring lights. I didn't do this hair with any ring light, but I wanted to make it look as neat and clean as possible. So I went on with my cornrows, with the braids. It came out looking really nice. And when I was making the front part of the hair, I tried to hide the extension. When I was making the back, I would just add the extension and then braid like that. I did not flip the extension to the other side just so that I can hide. I just braid it like that. But when I was doing the front part, when you add your extension, you braid and then you leave one part and then you turn it to the other part, just like I'm doing on this video. So I did it like that because I wanted it to look natural, like a bit more natural. The hair was prepped thoroughly for the purpose of this hairstyle, and I was pleased. I'm not gonna lie, I was pleased. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you to watch this video to the end. However, I would like to chip in that if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, share the video, and give this video a huge thumbs up. Okay, you already have your data on your phone, you're liking the video, sharing the video, dropping a comment. It wouldn't cost you anything extra. All right, please support this channel by doing every other good stuff just like I've mentioned in this channel or on this video. Okay, thank you so much for being there. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for all that you do to help this channel grow. I see what you do and I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you, and I would like to see you in my next video. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Watch this video to the end, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, stay safe and stay out of trouble. Bye.